great show to advertise on. Ace Country Radio has a special that you can't turn down. It's buy one and get 2 run of station free. That's on every show of the week. And the best part about it, it will only cost you $75 a week. Yes, that's right, only $75 a week. Call 775-727-9400 and ask to speak to an account executive for more information. That's 775-727-9400.
There is no known safe amount of marijuana used during pregnancy. Everything a mother eats, drinks, or smokes affects her developing baby or enters her breast milk. Just like alcohol and tobacco, using marijuana can have negative effects on your baby. Using any form of marijuana may be harmful to your baby during pregnancy and while breastfeeding. Marijuana can affect your ability to care for your baby or someone else's baby. If you're pregnant or a new mother and using marijuana, you are urged to quit. Visit SoberMomsHealthyBabies.org or call 211.
That first time seeing my son, I feel like my life did a 180. I was already trying to change my perspective of life and really just be a father figure that I never had. Being present is the most important part. I'm still growing every day. Becoming a better version of myself to be the better mirror for my son. I mean, he's just growing. He's becoming his own person. Man, first I saw him dance, bro, he brings the vibes, you know what I'm saying? He brings the party no matter what. He really a definition of like why he loves somebody. And I love him to the death of me.
Let's go! Like Deadpool and Wolverine, you can be a hero.
Now that's a superhero landing.
Save a best friend for life at a shelter near you.
Us? A team? The answer is yes.
Yeah! Look at you! She's coming with us!
No, she's not.
Oh, yes.
Visit bestfriends.org today and bring love home.
That's my girl!
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unat Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio. And we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Thursday, May 8th. And in our top story and top international news today, smoke at the Sistine Chapel in Rome turns white as a new pope is chosen. For the first time in the Catholic Church's 2,000-year history, the newly elected pope is an American and a Chicago native.
In a historic decision that marks a new chapter in the Catholic Church's 2,000-year history, Cardinal Robert Prevost, a Chicago native and long-term missionary in Peru, has been elected as the new pope. The 69-year-old will assume the name Leo XIV, becoming the first ever American to lead the global church. Born in Chicago on September 14, 1955, the new pontiff grew up in the city's south side and attended St. Mary of the Assumption Church on East 137th Street. Holding a dual citizenship in the United States and Peru, Prevost's international experience and Latin American ties have been seen to play a role in his path to becoming the Pope. The newly elected Pope began his priestly career in the Order of the St. Augustine, undertaking missionary work in Peru during the 1980s. Back in the United States, the newly elected Pope led the Augustinian province of Chicago and gained prominence for his leadership in both the U.S. and abroad. His appointment to the head of Dicastery dicastery for bishops placed him at the center of major reforms under Pope Francis, including expanding women's roles in the church. Under his leadership, for the first time, women were added to the voting panel to evaluate bishop candidates. Now in charge of leading the Catholic Church's 1.4 billion followers worldwide, Pope Leo XIV is ready to step in the role, bringing with him decades of pastoral, missionary, and administrative experience across 3 different continents.
Congratulations again to the newest Pope. And turning now to other international news, the president marks a new national observance. Our News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Sinters joins us now with more.
U.S. President Donald J. Trump has designated May 8th as Victory Day for World War II, in unison with many other European nations that observe the conquest. The president described, quote, "Today and every day, we pay tribute to all those who made the ultimate sacrifice for their nation, their liberty, and the survival of Western civilization. Without the sacrifice of our American soldiers, this war would not have been won, and our world today would look drastically different." Now let's hear from our president.
All over the globe, our World War II allies are celebrating this week, but the United States has never joined in with the proper celebration of our own, and the victory was mostly accomplished because of us. Whether you like it or not, we came into that war and we won that war, and we had a lot of help from a lot of great people, a lot of great allies. But I think there would be nobody that would say that we were not the dominant force in that war.
In his Victory Day proclamation, the president noted, "Our nation proudly commemorates the 80th anniversary of the Allied powers' triumph over National Socialism and Fascism and the end of World War II in Europe, one of the most epic victories for forces of freedom in the history of the world."
It was American tanks and ships and trucks and airplanes and service members that vanquished the enemy 80 years ago this week. Without America, the liberation would never have happened. And so we have to pay tribute and homage to those people that gave us victory. We did something else that people don't talk about. We rebuilt the world. All of these countries that were destroyed, we helped them rebuild. And that's something that, for the most part, others did not do.
Trump added, "On this Victory Day for World War II, we celebrate the unmatched might, strength, and power of the American Armed Forces, and we commit to protecting our sacred birthright of liberty against all threats, foreign and domestic."
So with this proclamation, we are hereby honoring the incredible sacrifice and heroism of millions of Americans who served in World War II, along with the unprecedented mobilization, home front that helped deliver this great triumph. All Americans should take pride in what these incredible patriots have achieved. So I just want to say happy Victory Day to all.
45 and 47 pledged to renew our commitment to keeping America and the entire world safe, secure, prosperous, and free.
I was watching for the last week, and I noticed France, I noticed other countries all getting ready for Victory Day. And I said, that's sort of strange, because David just added something. He said, we also rebuilt the world. And I didn't have that, and I should have that. That was a big factor. But I noticed all of the countries, Russia, having a big day tomorrow. And by the way, they lost millions of people, and they were absolutely a major factor. But there was no major factor like us. We won the war. And we won it with the help of others. But everybody was celebrating but the United States of America. And I said, you know, I think it's time that we start celebrating victory.
On May 8, 1945, World War II in Europe came to an end. And when the news hit the rest of the globe, crowds gathered in the streets, embracing newspapers that declared victory in the region, according to the National World War II Museum. Reporting from Las Vegas, I'm Maria Sinters for News 25.
And we have late-breaking news into the newsroom right now here at News 25. Spring has officially arrived because just moments ago, Mojave Max has emerged from his burrow. He's been wide awake, but now he has officially emerged. News 25 filed this report before this late-breaking news just occurred.
Mojave Max, Southern Nevada's beloved desert tortoise, is wide awake, but he is not quite ready to come out of his burrow. Using a 16-foot fiber optic camera, Springs Preserve senior zoologist Katrina Smith and Southern Nevada Water Authority biologist Gene Aguilar checked on Max earlier this week. What they found was a fully awake tortoise who appears to be staying content staying put, even though his two other burrow mates have already emerged for the season. Max continues to stay underground, marking the latest emergence in history. Last year, Max emerged on April 24th at 3:09 p.m., though the longest brumation that a Mojave Max has ever had was in 2023, on the same day just 31 minutes later. Experts say tortoises usually emerge when springtime temperatures stabilize, especially during overnight hours. This year's unpredictable weather may be contributing to Max's reluctance. The highs in April in Southern Nevada have swung from 59 degrees to 96 degrees, and lows are ranging from 44 to 74 degrees, creating an inconsistent cue for the tortoise's internal clock. Adding to the delay, May has brought unusual temperature and wet conditions to the Las Vegas Valley. The area has already seen 1.44 inches of rain this month, which is a new record. For now, Max is awake but waiting, and with the start of spring symbolically tied to his emergence, so is Southern Nevada.
And it's officially spring now that Mojave Max has officially emerged as of this afternoon, and we have more news regarding summer in Lake Mead when News 25 returns.
In a wreck and thinking about dealing with the insurance company yourself? Stop!
People represented by an attorney get more than 3 times the money than those who don't have an attorney.
Murder and rope is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Oh my gosh! I need to pay my electric bill. I don't want to get out of bed and get dressed and pay my bill. I have Smart Hub.
Download Valley Electric Smart Hub app on your mobile device today.
That was easy, right, Maggie?
Smart Hub, easy and convenient.
Struggling with opioid or alcohol use in rural Nevada? West Care Nevada is here to help. Our rural opioid and alcohol recovery program, called ROAR, offers medication-assisted treatment and support services to help you take back control. Since 1973, we've helped people build healthier, brighter futures. Call 775-751-6990. Take the first step today.
Get ready for the deals you can't afford to miss. Ace Auctioneer and Estate Services 4 days only, May 15th through 18th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a massive combination of rural estates all relocated to one convenient location. From military equipment to brand new video games, furniture, tools, and more. No reasonable offer refused. Have something to sell? Call us at 702-573-7070. That's Ace Auctioneer and Estate Services, May 15th through 18th, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. 2580 Paddock Avenue in Pahrump, just off Highway 160. Look for the big white hangers.
Hurt in a wreck? The insurance company is going to offer you a little check. We turn low offers into big checks.
Hurt in a wreck? You need a real check? Make one call, that's all.
Murder and rope is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, the Hemingway Harbor Boat Launch Extension Project at Lake Mead is kicking off summer on June 2nd.
The National Park Service is dedicated to providing water-based recreational access to Lake Mead and has been making adjustments to the operation as water levels have declined over the past 25 years. The MPS has engaged with recreational groups, concession partners, tribes, community leaders, and its congressional delegations in Arizona and Nevada to articulate planning strategies and commitments to water-based recreation, particularly for motorized boating. Hemingway Harbor is Lake Mead's most popular and heavily utilized launch ramp and is closest to the Las Vegas metro area. This construction project directly contributes to accomplishing the outcomes detailed in the Sustainable Low Water Access Plan, and environmental assessments. Specifically, the selected preferred alternative for Hemingway Harbor will allow Lake to extend the launch ramp down to approximately 1,000 feet to maintain recreational opportunities and concession services in the area. The Hemingway Harbor Extension Project is anticipated to begin June 2, 2025 through the summer. The plan was approved and signed in November 2023.
Well, Game 2 of Round 2 for the Vegas Golden Knights is tonight. Mikey Ruhan has all that and more details on basketball, baseball, and much more in our sports report.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. Game 2, Round 2, Edmonton Oilers, VGK, puck drop 6:30 this evening. The Las Vegas Aviators kissed their 10-game winning streak goodbye on Wednesday, losing 11-3 to their in-state rivals, the Reno Aces. Rematch this evening at 6:35. UNLV football star is headed to the Lone Star State. The Houston Texans announced Wednesday they have claimed linebacker Jason Woodward off waivers. Woodward signed as an undrafted free agent with the Seattle Seahawks following the NFL draft. Seattle released him on Tuesday following the rookie minicamp. And our neighbors to the east ditched the name Utah Hockey Club for their new name, Utah Mammoth, after a 13-month process that included ballots cast by fans and multiple rounds of voting. And Pahrump Valley Trojan Track have a regional meet that kicks off May 9th. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
Thanks so much, Mikey. Well, in today's health news, if you ever find yourself feeling anxious after eating certain types of foods, you're not alone. You're with me and some other foodies because it's actually very common.
Today's health report is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, Desert View Hospital is ready to help. We've been providing friendly and compassionate care to our neighbors since 2006, including emergency services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit desertviewhospital.com to learn more. With limited exceptions, physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
We know that our mood is affected by what we eat. Certain foods have been proven to really increase levels of anxiety, and those are not surprising foods. They're foods that we should be avoiding anyhow.
Julia Zampano is a registered dietitian for Cleveland Clinic. She says food that are anxiety promoters include highly processed foods, fried foods, fast foods, foods with a lot of sugar or caffeine, and alcohol. She recommends eliminating them from your diet if possible. However, she knows it can be tough to do it all at once. Instead, you could make small changes like cutting down on how much caffeine you drink every day or trying to cook healthier meals at home. She also suggests keeping a journal and noting anxious moments and what you had to eat that day. That can help offer some insight. And while there are foods that can make you feel more anxious, there are foods that can make you feel better too.
Things like chamomile tea can help calm. Any foods that have tryptophan can lead to more calmness. So that's things like turkey and tart cherries and nuts, bananas, so whole foods really. We know magnesium-rich foods can help also be more calming.
Did you know that May is Electrical Safety Month? That's why Valley Electric Association is here to show us just how important safety is to them.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Welcome to Empowering Safety with Touchstone Energy Cooperatives. In today's video, we will talk about road safety and downed power lines. Driving close to power lines is usually safe, but accidents can happen unexpectedly. Do you know what to do if you come across downed power lines? Step 1, stay inside your vehicle for safety. It's often safer than being outside with live cables. Simultaneously, dial 911 for immediate assistance. Step 2, also ensure that no one approaches the vehicle. it's advisable to maintain a distance of at least 50 feet from the car. Step 3. If there's smoke or gas, you'll need to prepare to exit the vehicle. Stand near the car's edge, cross your arms around your body, and when ready, jump out of the vehicle. Land firmly on both feet and maintain a hopping motion with both feet. Ensure you keep a safe distance of at least 50 feet from the vehicle and wait until assistance arrives. To learn more, reach out to your local co-op for additional information.
Find out what the weekend weather has in store and much more when News 25 returns.
The Fresh Start Tire event is happening now at the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. If a new vehicle's not on your radar, this offer may be. 4 tires is as fresh as it gets, next to getting a fresh new ride, of course. But right now, buy 3 tires and get 1 for only $1. You heard that right. Start anew with this amazing offer, the best deal on tires we've seen in decades. Plus, available rebates on shocks and struts, brake pads, brake rotors, and tire monitor sensors during this Fresh Start event. Buy 3 tires, get 1 for $1 is a limited time offer. Limit 1 offer per VIN number. Eligible tire brands from Goodyear, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, General, Kelly, Pirelli, and more. See the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza for tire pricing and full details. Savings vary by tire. Additional tax and fees may apply. Offer subject to availability and may change at any time. Offer ends May 31st, 2025.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Garner, and I'm working with Save the Children to fight for kids' futures. Poverty impacts 11 million children in the U.S., forcing families to make impossible choices. Every day, parents in rural America are deciding between essentials just to survive. Gas or groceries, lunch or laundry, rent or running water. 1 in 5 children are hungry right now because of impossible choices like these. They're more likely to start school significantly behind their peers, and they may never catch up. Growing up in West Virginia, I saw kids living with hunger and poverty, and I've seen the impact Save the Children has on their lives. They give children the nutritious food and learning opportunities they need to thrive, so families don't have to choose. To learn more about how we help kids in rural America, go to SaveTheChildren.org.
Being a house parent is much more than a job. It's a purpose. It's a new chapter for you, and the kids who deserve one too. Discover what's next at Milton Hershey School.
This season, protect yourself and all the things you care about. Get a flu shot and get on with life.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Welcome back. Now here's Josh Osborne with this week's tech tutorial.
Hey guys, Josh Osborne here with Pahrump Zone. Great computer deals. It's time for another quick tutorial. You know, after owning this store and repair center for over 14 years, one of the things that I like the least is having to give customers bad news about data loss on their electronic device. And sometimes there's some really important stuff that gets lost. Pictures of loved ones, videos of special moments, business documents and customer lists that are just crucial that are gone forever. And the worst part is that was completely avoidable if they would have just backed up that information. And a lot of people, they don't really take that seriously until it's too late. I don't want you guys to be one of those customers. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to start a series of videos that talks about the proper way to back up your devices. And we're going to start with the Apple iPhone. If you are an Android user or a Windows PC user, fret not, we have more videos coming that will discuss those devices. But for today, we're talking about backing up your Apple iPhone. Let's talk about it right now. Number one thing to know is that your Apple iPhone has to be connected to Wi-Fi in order to do this. You can't do it through your data plan through your cell provider because there's a lot of information going back and forth. So make sure you are connected to Wi-Fi. And when you are, you want to click on Settings, which we all know what that is, right? The little silver icon with the cog wheel right on your home screen. You want to go ahead and click on that. When that comes up at the very top of your settings list, you're going to see your name and your Apple ID listed. Click on that. And underneath that, you're going to see something that says iCloud. This is what Apple has developed to make this whole process easy. Go ahead and click on that. And when you do, there's going to be a little toggle switch for on and off for iCloud backup. You need to make sure that is turned on. Otherwise, none of this process happens. So make sure your iCloud backup is turned on. And if you want, there's a little thing that says backup now. It's really that easy. You can click on it and it starts the entire process. If you don't want to back it up right now, you prefer to set up some sort of automated setup, there is something on there that says automatic backups where you can kind of fine-tune that and adjust when that backup actually takes place. So that's how you get to it. If all these instructions are tough or you don't have your iPhone on you right now, you can always go back to your settings and in the search bar, just put in iCloud and you'll get right to this point right away. A couple things to note. Here's what iCloud actually backs up. Your photos and your videos, very important. Your contacts, your names and telephone numbers. All the messages, all your text messages through iMessage will be backed up. The app data for all the different apps you have installed on your device. All the settings and preferences that you've tweaked on your phone over the last couple of years to make it to your liking, that will be backed up. The home screen and app organization, the way you have your icons and apps laid out, will be backed up. And then also for you fitness nerds out there, all your health data from your gym memberships and the times you go walking and the miles that you cover, that's all backed up. And if you were an Apple Watch user, your Apple Watch will also be backed up in this process as well. Another thing to know, we'll leave it at this. iCloud and Apple will give you 5 gigs, count them, 5 gigs of storage space with iCloud for free. And that's great. That'll last you a while. But if you had your phone for a little while, you're going to start getting these notifications that will say your backup was not completed because you ran out of disk space. Do not sit on these messages for months. Go ahead and purchase extra storage. The next step above the 5 gigs will be 50 gigs. And I'll be honest with you, it's very reasonably priced. Definitely pays for itself. So don't sit on those messages. Pay for that extra storage. Make sure your iCloud is backed up automatically. Do it today, not tomorrow. Something might happen in the meantime. It's happened to a lot of other people. Don't be the next one. Guys, we've got more videos coming. We're going to discuss Android backups coming up next. We'll catch you guys on the next quick tutorial.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at some southwestern cousins of the donkey. These are area burros. But did you know that it's National Donkey Day? It's a beautiful weather day out there. A closer look at our weather and temps after this break.
Attorney Jonathan Nelson, don't you want to tell everyone about your awards?
That's right, Rhonda. J.K. Nelson Law has received Best Attorney of Pahrump for 6 years in a row. We've also been recognized by Best of Las Vegas. So if you have a legal need, stop by one of our 3 locations in Pahrump, Summerlin, or Southwest Las Vegas. Give us a call, 727-9900. And remember, when you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson.
It's Ram Truck Month here at Saida Trudeau, your original hometown dealer. Being your hometown dealer isn't just a slogan. It has a deeper meaning to us. It's helping your neighbors in a time of need. It's knowing everyone at the barbershop, gas station, and grocery store. At Saida Trudeau, we've been serving our community for over 23 years. Our community was built on people from across America. From retired military veterans to farmers, we know how hard you work. During Ram Truck Month, we celebrate you. Come into Saida Trudeau all month long and take advantage of incredible savings. like 1.9% financing for 72 months or as much as $10,000 off MSRP on new 2025 Ram 1500s. That's a great deal for Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. You work hard for your money. During Ram Truck Month, we'll help you keep more of it. Come into Saida Trudeau, your original hometown dealer for Ram Truck Month, going on now.
Good evening, Nevada. My name is Roy Rosell, coming to you from the Channel 25 Weather Studios and taking a look at Nevada right now. Up in northern Nevada, Fernley seeing 83 degrees, Fallon is seeing 84, Carson City's at 79, Tonopah is at 78, Goldfield is also at 79 degrees, Beatty's at 88, Amargosa is at 92, Las Vegas is also at 88 degrees, and Death Valley is in the triple digits at 103 today. But here in the beautiful Paradise Rump, it's currently 88 degrees with sunny skies today. The high was 90 degrees, wind blowing south-southeast at 6 miles per hour, humidity 16%. And the sun rose this morning at 5:43 and is setting tonight at 7:37 p.m. The humidity raises up to 30% and the wind continues to blow tonight at east at 7 miles per hour. The low tonight is going to be 62 degrees. Let's take a look at that 7-day forecast. Tomorrow it is going to be pretty hot at 95 degrees, though thankfully for the next 7 days we are seeing all sunny skies. There is some wind over the weekend. On Saturday we're seeing 97 degrees. Sunday we are seeing that wind at 21 mile per hour wind speeds at 93 degrees, and the wind goes into next week on Monday still at 21 mile per hour wind speeds, but we're seeing 82 degrees, 73 on Tuesday, and then back up to 80 on Wednesday and 84 next Thursday. So just make sure to stay hydrated over the weekend and don't get sunburned. That's going to be it. Back to the desk. Here's Unette.
And as we close tonight, we have some somber news for baseball fans out there. Former Detroit Tiger Chet Lemon unfortunately passed away at the age of 70. Our condolences to Mr. Lemon's family, friends, and fans out there. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Ace Country Radio, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.